Hello folks, Quick Mind here, working on attempt number 2 on this recording. I just finished recording an 11-minute video for you guys, just to find out that my microphone wasn't being... Basically, um, there's some kind of thing Microsoft did with Windows 10, and it's messed up, I guess, webcams being able to make videos. So, like, I can't use my Logitech software to make a video. So right now I'm using OBS to make this video. Um, well, for some reason OBS didn't have a microphone set up, so it recorded no audio in that whole 11-minute video. So I'm glad I checked before I uploaded it. So let's try this again. I need to apologize again for being gone for so long and not making any videos. We've been dealing with a lot of junk for a while now. Few years actually, but it's kind of culminated in the last year, and it's gotten pretty bad over the summer, and it's I guess you could say it's gotten better now, but it's only better in the sense that certain things we're not dealing with anymore, but the results of what we've dealt with are still very much occurring in our lives. So it's been a bit stressful, and that's kind of why I've kind of taken a little break, because trying to keep up with doing the videos on top of everything else I've been trying to deal with, it was getting to be too much, and I had to kind of set making videos aside. So I'm really sorry about that, but it's been eating at me not making these videos, and I've been kind of itching to get back into it. So that's kind of what I'm trying to say in part of this video, is I'm on my way back. So you'll be seeing some more of me pretty soon, maybe even today if I can get it done. Let's see. Regarding XCOM 2, I'm coming back with that. I know it's been a while. Unfortunately, for now, I'm bumping it down to normal difficulty, because too often things just aren't going well in Commander difficulty. And while I did beat it on Commander difficulty like a long time ago, I'm assuming I got extremely lucky, because every time I've played it since, very quickly I lose, like really bad. Just the luck and the RNG just isn't there for me. I understand a lot of people are going to be like, oh, well, it's your strategy, or hey, that's XCOM, baby, or something like that. Maybe it's my age, maybe it's what I've been dealing with, maybe it's a combination of those and other things, but right now my patience is a little low for dealing with stuff like that, unfortunately. While I do love the game, and I really miss playing it all the time, as far as in entertainment purposes and in making sure you guys enjoy these videos, and I enjoy continuing to make XCOM 2 videos, I'm bumping it down so that we can work through this and have a good time with it. I know it's probably a lot more entertaining to see someone destroy, harder stuff, and I agree it is, but at the same time, it's not fun seeing all the failures as well. Not for me, at least. I don't like seeing people fail. And I've recently watched one guy, well, I'll just throw it out there, Christopher Odd. I don't know if you guys are familiar with him. He does a lot of XCOM stuff, and I really do enjoy watching him play. and he's on like season 4 of XCOM 2 with like some stuff. Or no, I think he doesn't have mods going on this one. He just has like all the updates on the DLC. And his first episode lasted, well, the video itself was like 10 minutes long, and the battle lasted 2 turns, I think, and it just went that bad for him. And that's how most of my practice runs have gone. I've had to restart the first mission multiple times, and then the second mission is where I end, or the third mission is where I end. You know, and I haven't gotten far since I beat it, I don't think. And to me, that's just not that fun, especially with the time constraints I have. I clearly can't get enough time to record, so I want to bump it down to normal so I can get through this with you guys, so we can have some fun doing this. And that's what this is all about, entertainment and fun. So I'll be starting that back up, hopefully today, after this. I do want to get an episode recorded. I don't know if I'm going to have time, because I have more work stuff tonight I have to do. Speaking of which, gosh, I can't remember if I said it now, after I recorded that first video, but I've worked straight days now, so a lot of the time I used to have during the day to record and stream is gone now, because now I'm at work when everyone's at school and stuff, and while I do get home almost an hour before everybody, you know, that crazy cat, that's if, you know, I get out of work on time, I get straight home without having to stop and do anything. You know, I change out of my uniform and get into, you know, regular clothes, do what I need to do before I record. So, like, I didn't get to my computer till like right after 3 o'clock. So, and here it is. It's 3:35 now, and this is my second recording. But I'll be trying to get more recording in. And one thing I wanted to mention before I forget again, I think, and don't hate me for this, but I think I'm going to start recording shorter episodes so that I can make sure I fit that time in, and not have to worry about, well, I don't have an hour to play, so I really can't record. I think that's kind of been part of my problem, as well as, you know, just not having time, period, is typically I make longer videos, and, you know, I enjoy that, and a lot of you enjoy that, but a lot of times when I want to go record and I realize I don't have an hour and a half to record, I get a little down about it, and I'm like, I'll find another day to do it, and I don't record anything. So I think if I shrink down to a shorter time, I'll be able to fit it in better and get more content out there for you guys. So, yeah, enough babbling about that stuff. Some other games I'm wanting to get into. You guys have seen me do an episode or two of Factorio with my son. I'd like to do a single player campaign in that, and it's a very addicting game, especially with the mods I'm using. I mean, it's a phenomenal game, and it's not even finished yet. And I would like to get that going because I play it so much anyway. I mean, why not, you know, let you guys enjoy it with me? It's a real fun game. I watch it on YouTube a lot as well. Another game is Prison Architect, which is kind of funny because I work at a prison, yet I'm playing a prison game. I like the style of play in Prison Architect. You control everything, but kind of indirectly. You basically give commands, and then everything gets done for you. For some reason, that's just really, really attractive to me. The game's in version 2.0, and from what I've read, that's the last version they're doing. But they've improved it drastically since I last played it like a year ago or something, and it's pretty fun. One thing I might have to look into is getting a mod or something so I can change all the references of guard to officer. 'Cause we're correctional officers. We're not guards. We're not prison guards. We're correctional officers. So there's a little bit of a beef I have with the game. And it's like I can kind of tell they might not have had much input, if any, from correctional staff. And a lot of the ways the game plays, I can tell they don't have a lot of input, or they added it into the game to make it more entertaining and challenging. There's a lot of stuff I've done in there, and a lot of things I've seen. I'm like, that's not how it would work, and that's not how frequently this would happen. But, you know, it's a game. It has to be entertaining. You know, you can't play it 100% like real life. So I understand that. And then with the gameplay style, I'll lead into another game called RimWorld. If you haven't seen that game, if you haven't heard of it, and you like the kind of games that I just mentioned, check it out. Because holy cow, I cannot wait to get that game. I might get it next week. We'll see what happens. It just looks phenomenal. And one thing that was interesting is the makers of RimWorld asked the makers of Prison Architect if they could borrow, I guess, the style of graphics they used for their characters. So when you watch RimWorld, you'll notice, you know, a lot of the people look like characters from Prison Architect, and I thought the makers of Prison Architect was making RimWorld. Come to find out, they're two separate companies, but they liked that style so much, and I think it was very simplistic. So, you know, it was a little easier to make, which there's nothing wrong with that, you know. But it looks like a phenomenal game, and RimWorld, I think it's only like version 0.15 right now. I think it's still alpha, but it's very playable, and just, man, it looks like so much fun. It's another one of those games where you plan everything out, and then your minions basically do everything for you. But it looks really cool. I can't wait to play that. I'll be getting back into Baldur's Gate, just like with XCOM 2. I'll be making some more episodes. Those ones I typically play shorter times anyway, so that shouldn't be a problem. I don't know. It's not that I've lost interest in the game. I think to play it very well, you have to play it for a very long time. And I don't know if I'm wanting to invest that kind of time into it. And part of the problem with the time is it's just the way the game plays. It takes a long time. So I'll continue on that, and I'll try to knock that out soon. And then we'll look into doing Baldur's Gate 2. And then I want to move on to Watch Dogs. Little bad news about that is the last 2 times I think I've streamed, I have forgotten to upload the videos from Twitch to YouTube. And that's because I forgot I did that, period. The last couple times I streamed, I totally forgot that I had transferred it over, so I just didn't do it. And it only lasted a couple weeks. So when I go back to playing that, there's going to be a huge gap in my YouTube videos between the last time I uploaded and when I go back into it. But I really want to get back into playing that as well, and streaming, period. And I want to get ready for Watch Dogs 2. That's looking pretty interesting as well. And personally, I really like Watch Dogs, so, you know, it's just something fun to play. And I do it strictly streaming, so I get to interact with you guys whenever you watch, and, you know, it's a lot of fun doing it like that as well. Um, and I kind of tapped into it already, but streaming, I'll try to get into that as well. Um, with a little bit of the time I have, I might be able to fit that in like every other weekend now. We'll see how it goes. But like one of the things I deal with is family time and not not demanding the kids stay quiet and all that, because I think that's a little unfair, really, to try to make sure they stay quiet while I do stuff like this for so long. Um, but you know, they've done it before for me. We'll see how it goes. Other than that, I think that's about all I had for you guys for this update video. I'll see what I can do about getting something recorded here in a little bit, or maybe tonight. We'll see how it goes. So, alright guys, so thank you for watching, and I'll see you next time.